Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thanh An Hair channel. We're back with another video. Today we're taking you behind the scenes of premium Vietnamese human hair and giving you a closer look at our hair, our production process, and what goes into a finished order. We want to give you a closer look at the hair we produce, the different textures and products we offer, and some of the details you should pay attention to when sourcing premium Vietnamese hair. And yes, premium hair is an investment, but the price of the hair is only part of the story. So instead of you having to figure everything out yourself, we're going to show you exactly what goes into the hair. When it comes to Vietnamese hair, sourcing is one of the most important parts of the entire process. The journey starts with selecting the right raw hair and making sure the hair we work with meets our standards before it even enters production. Because when you're looking for premium Vietnamese hair, you want to know that you're getting the real thing, not simply hair that has been heavily processed and marketed as something else. So let's get into the hair and take a closer look at what we're working with. Let's start with our straight hair. Here we're looking at several bundles of Vietnamese human hair, and I want to show you exactly what the hair looks and feels like up close. One of the first things you notice is the density. The bundles feel full and substantial, and that's important because you don't want the hair to look full at the top and then become thin as you move toward the ends. All right, so this is one of our raw Vietnamese hair bundles. You can immediately feel the fullness of the hair when you hold the bundle. Another thing we pay attention to is how the hair is handled throughout the production process. Proper handling and preparation help maintain the natural characteristics of the hair. And when you look at this straight hair, you can see why this texture is so popular. The hair looks smooth, natural, and has a beautiful flow. And look at the density. It's full from root to end, with a consistent appearance throughout the bundle. This is something you really want to pay attention to when sourcing hair, because not every bundle will have the same level of fullness and consistency. We offer a wide range of lengths, so customers can choose the specifications that work best for their needs. And when you put the bundles together, you can really see the fullness and consistency of the hair. And of course, straight hair isn't the only texture we work with. We also offer different wavy and curly textures, each with their own characteristics and production requirements. When it comes to curly hair, consistency is especially important. The curl pattern needs to look natural and remain consistent throughout the hair. That's why the way the hair is handled during production matters. Our focus is to maintain the natural characteristics of the hair while achieving a consistent finished texture. Because with curly textures, you want hair that maintains its pattern, softness, and manageability, rather than becoming difficult to handle after styling. Now let's look at one of our 5x5 closures. One of the first things you'll notice is the thin, natural-looking lace. We offer different closure and frontal options depending on the look and installation our customers are looking for. And when you look closely at the lace, you'll see why these small details matter so much when it comes to the final installation. Now let's take a look behind the scenes at where the hair is produced and how these products come together inside our factory. The factory is where you can really see what goes into the production process, from handling the raw hair to creating and checking the finished products. Seeing the actual production process gives you a completely different perspective on where the hair comes from and how much work goes into each finished product. Now let's get into another texture. This is one of our curly hair options, and you can really see the definition and consistency of the curl pattern. The curl pattern is full and defined, while still maintaining a natural appearance and movement. This texture is created through a carefully controlled curling process, where the hair is shaped while maintaining its natural feel and appearance. And of course, we pair it with a matching closure so the texture works together as one complete look. Now let's take a closer look at the lace and the details that make a difference in the final installation. One important detail to look at is the size of the knots. Smaller knots can make the lace look more natural and easier to blend during installation. That's really important because larger knots can be more noticeable, while smaller knots help create a more natural-looking finish. We also offer straight closures with HD lace and carefully ventilated knots for a more seamless and natural-looking installation. These details are exactly what we look for when creating a premium closure. And here's another look at our straight hair. Look at how smoothly it flows. It's full, soft, and has a natural movement. It's also important that the hair maintains its expected length while still keeping that fullness throughout the bundle. Look closely at the density. It's full at the top and maintains that fullness all the way toward the ends. One reason customers pay close attention to raw hair is because they want to understand more about its origin and how it has been handled. When sourcing hair, knowing where the hair comes from and how it is processed can make a big difference. Now let's talk about something every hair buyer wants to understand: value. Pricing can vary depending on the product, length, texture, density, and specifications of the order. And when you're looking at the price of a finished hair product, remember that the value isn't only in the hair itself. It includes the sourcing, production, quality control, preparation, packaging, and customer service behind the order. At Thanh An Hair, our focus is on delivering premium quality Vietnamese hair with options that meet different customer needs. Each order is carefully prepared, checked, and packaged before it leaves our facility. Once you see the hair quality, the attention to detail, the production process, and the final packaging, you can really understand the value behind the product. Our goal is simple: to provide high-quality Vietnamese human hair with consistent standards and professional service. So, which texture would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and coming behind the scenes with Thanh An Hair. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about Vietnamese human hair and what's happening behind the scenes. Thanh An Hair, premium Vietnamese human hair, crafted with care.